Hey guys, so I came out today to shoot my backup bow for the 2025 deer hunting season, and I pulled it out of the case because I haven't shot it in a while, and I realized it doesn't have a peep sight in it because I took my peep out to put on my other bow. So I'm going to put another peep sight in it, and I thought I'd show you guys how I do it. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so I've got the bow set up here in the press. I'm just crouching down a little bit. My kid's back there coloring. So I've got it set up here in the press. So the first thing that we need to do is take a little bit of tension off the, or put tension on the limbs to relax the string so we can go ahead and install our peep. Now I know roughly where this is gonna go because I have a piece of serving in here. So normally, like when you would get new strings or something like that, your string manufacturer is gonna have a piece of serving that is going to separate your strings so you know where dead center on the strings is, so you don't have to guess when you're splitting them up or something. So the serving that I put in here is kind of separating from the strands because it's kind of cheap serving, but that's okay. So anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on it, and you don't need much, just enough to kind of relax the strings a little bit. So once I do that, so I've got them relaxed now, and I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna get my string separator. All right, so I've got this little tool here, and it's a string separator. So basically I can come in and put this dead center of the string and turn it and put this other part on the string like that, and that will separate it. So now that I've got it separated, I can pull my serving out, which is proving to be easier said than done. Peek back, check on my kid every now and again, make sure he's not destroying something. Man, this serving really is tangled up. It's a joke. Uh-oh, that fell off. Can you get that for me? Can you get that for me? Thank you. Here, give it here. Thanks. Come on, get out from underneath. All right. Try to keep him out from underneath the bow in case something were to happen. I don't have a whole lot of tension on it, but it still wouldn't be good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go ahead and, you see how this peep has indentions in it and they're angled? Go ahead and start putting that in. So those indentions are where your string is going to go. So, and this is a 1/4 inch peep, and I think that's what I had in here before. I don't really remember, but we're going to test it out here in a minute. So now that my peep's installed, or you know, it's in the string, I can go ahead and take tension back off the bow. So I'm going to do that, or I'm going to release tension on the bow. So my strings are back taut, and I'm going to go through, and I can almost tell you that I know that's going to be too low. So we're gonna put that high, and then we're gonna go check it. All right guys, so we got the peep installed. It's not tied in yet, but so basically I'm gonna draw it back, and I am pointed at a target here in case something were to happen. So I draw this bow back, and I'm on my draw stops. So I can see right now, and I'm not sure how well you guys can see, but my peep is extremely low right now. It's not extremely low, but it is low. So I'm gonna let down, and I'm going to slide it up the string a little bit. So, and my rotation is off now, so I'm going to have to adjust that with the D-loop. Just make sure that the D-loop is square. So I'm going to draw it back to where I feel that's still a little low. So I'm going to let down. I'm going to come up a little bit more. I'm going to draw it back one more, well, maybe one more time. And I feel like that's going to be pretty good. So I let down, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie it in. So I'm going to put it in the bow vise. Hey guys, so now that we got our peep sight set, or the height set of it, we're going to start tying it in. So I start with about 1.5 feet of serving, and I take it. The first thing I do is leaving about, I don't know, 1.5 inches out on one side. I take it, and then I start wrapping it. So I do about 3 or 4 wraps, and then I take that tag end, and then I point it down towards the bottom of the bow, and then I start wrapping another 3 or 4 wraps again. What, buddy? And then I take the tag end back, point it back towards the top, and then another 3 or 4 wraps there. Keep that tag end up. Okay, so now that I'm at this point, I push all of my loops down, kind of cinch on that, and I hold tension on this, and then I start coming down one side of the string. So I'll get one, get my tag end out of there, I don't need it in there. Get one wrap around. I wish I had some different color serving to show you guys this with, but oh well. You okay? Kid's down there. So I'm gonna wrap this around, like I said, I don't know, come down, keeping my loop spacings even. Probably gonna do one more. Okay, so now I'm down there towards the bottom, and I'm gonna cinch it down. I'm gonna cinch it towards the peep, and then I'm gonna start wrapping, and I'm gonna do about 3 or 4 wraps around the peep sight. Then come back on the other side, the opposing side of the string that I did not wrap previously. I'm gonna bring it in, I'm gonna wrap it once, I'm gonna cinch it up towards the peep, and now everything should be pretty well tied in at the top. So yeah, so then I start wrapping down the bottom, and I want to keep everything pretty symmetrical to the top as best you can, just for aesthetically pleasing purposes. And I've got 4 wraps coming down the bottom, or coming down the top towards the peep. What are you doing? Make sure my kid, he's playing under the workbench, making sure he's not getting into trouble. He's all right. Okay, so I've got 4 wraps there. Now I'm gonna start coming around the whole string again. So I'm gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6 wraps there, kind of wherever you want. You can count these and make them symmetrical if you're OCD, but it ain't that deep for me. So kind of cinch them there. Okay, so I've got the string coming up on the side of the string that's pointing towards me. So I'm gonna keep tension on it here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, so I'm gonna keep tension on it here, and then I'm gonna come back on the front of the bowstring. Okay, on the front of the bowstring, I'm gonna keep that loop kind of short, and then we're gonna back serve it. So come up and around on the opposite side of the string, and then I'm gonna loop this around underneath this main loop, probably 4 times. Okay, now that I've got that done, I can start back serving it. So I'm gonna take my main loop, and I'm gonna start wrapping it in the same direction that I was wrapping it beforehand, until all of those wraps that I just did under come undone. And then once I get that far, I'm gonna cinch it down, and there it is. Everything's tied in. So pull your tag ends, make sure everything's tight, everything's pushed together. And then the very last step here is gonna be to cut probably 1/4 inch from the bowstring, cut the ends of your tag, or of your serving off, tag into your serving. And then burn them down. One's a little long. Burn them down, and there you go. Now the peep's tied in. So, all right, so now that I've got my peep tied in, I'm gonna check the peep rotation. So I'm going to draw back. Okay, so I'm twisted towards the right a little bit, but the height on that looks really good. So what I'm gonna do here, so if it was really far off, I would put it back in the press, take the string off, and twist the string. But what I'm gonna do here is just kind of shove my D-loop over in the direction that it needs to rotate, and then it's gonna kind of find its home. So all right, I might have gone a little bit too far, but you get the idea. So yeah, it's just twisting your peep sight until you get it. So until you get it to where you want it and your sight picture looks clear. All right, so it's been a minute since I shot this bow, and since I just tied the peep sight in with it, we're gonna shoot it at 20 yards and see how she does. So that's 2 at 20 yards, and they're on top of each other. Yeah, so I'm way low and a little right. So we're gonna move the sight down a little bit and to the right, maybe just a tick. Okay, so I moved the sight down a little bit and a little bit less of the amount to the right. So we're gonna shoot it and see how it goes from there. So I'm still at 20 yards. I pulled on that one, but now it's high and right. That one might have been me. Let's shoot another one. Man, I forgot how nice this bow draws. There we go. Dead center. If I can do it again, I'm gonna call it good. Okay, so 20 yards, now I'm hitting a little high. This one was an outlier, but I'm a little bit high and a little bit left, so I think I went too far on my sight adjustment. Okay. There's my 20-yard mark. I can live with that. Do it again, we'll go back to 30. Slapping arrows. All right, so there's my 20. So I'm a little bit left, so I might come back a little bit, but we're gonna step back to 30. All right, so this is gonna be 30 yards. If I can get this dirt off my arrow. I don't want extra weight on there. So 30 yards. I can't see where they're hitting. I think they're a little right, but I think elevation's pretty good. Yeah, I think they're right. All right, so testing this thing out at 30 yards. I've got 2 that are a little bit low and right, and then I've got 1 that was kind of an outlier. So I'm gonna go with these 2 that are right on top of each other for my judgment. But that's close enough. I gotta go eat dinner, but that's close enough for getting that peep in and just kind of quick. I'm running out of daylight too. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this with anybody that you think might like to watch it. So hope it was helpful. And yeah, I appreciate it. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. Thanks.